Afternoon, all you lovely people. It is Monday, February 6th, 2024. Okay, so the Senate has just released their border plan bill that is also labeled, publicly it's called the border plan, but on the actual bill it is a supplemental national security plan. Now, I'm not going to go into some crazy details on it, but this omnibus bill that the Senate is putting forward is, holy crap, it is so loaded with pork that, I mean, literally a hog rendering plant would not even have that much pork. I just Googled how much money has the United States sent the Ukraine since this whole thing has kicked off, which I'm not going to call it a skirmish or war. I'm going to call it a thing, because it's really just a thing. Now, the very first thing on this bill from the Senate, called a national security supplemental blah blah blah, has absolutely nothing to do with our national security. It's sending another 30 billion with a B dollars to the Ukraine. We've already sent, and I don't even think this is right. I think this is not even close to what we've already sent them. Google says we've already sent them 60 billion with a B dollars. Now, dudes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I don't know how much of the Ukraine war you've been following, and I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't been following it very much recently, since it kind of got boring. But here's the deal, people. If you go on YouTube and look up news articles, recent news articles, and stuff like that happening in the Ukraine, the Ukrainians are literally fighting with improvised explosives made out of Red Bull cans, and $20 drones from Amazon. Where the fuck is the billions? Billions! With that kind of and we've sent them weapons, we've sent them tanks, and all kind of shit. Where is this? Where did the billions go? Because, I mean, literally, they're fighting with freaking slingshots. And, hell, Nerf guns are probably more effective than some of this shit I'm seeing online them actually shooting with. You know, during World War II, the Russians the Russian military decimated a very able military in the Germans. I mean, they were very able. They conquered Poland and France and all kind of other shit. And I mean, had they have not fucked up and went, for a war on two fronts, they probably would have took London. But the Russians decimated. And, I mean, we make fun of it a little bit as Americans, but it's kind of always been true that Russian technology is literally just like maybe 1, maybe 2 years behind us. So it's like last year's model. Well, let me just say this, guys. As fast as our technology is changing and evolving, last year's model is pretty fucking good. And Russia has 4th generation, airplanes. Why is it that a little freaking country like Ukraine is still even there? I mean, yes, I do know that the Ukraine area is very fertile and it's a very, big port for Russia and stuff like that. No. We also all know that it is very, very, very well known that the Ukraine is extremely corrupt. Not only is it's so corrupt that the United Nations does not want the Ukrainian government in the United Nations. And that's got to be saying a lot, because the United Nations is pretty fucking corrupt itself. Where are the billions going? And why we got to send them more? Okay. Done with that bit. $30 billion got to go to Ukraine. 20 some odd billion dollars got to go to the freaking, to Palestine and the freaking, war with Israel. We already send Israel, crap tons of money. We send them crap tons of freaking, weaponry. I mean, literally, Israel's holding back just because they're holding back. If they really wanted to, they could turn that area, those areas into freaking glass parking lots and just go about their business. But they're not. And we got to throw money at the situation. Why? Where is that money going to go? We already have found that the armaments and weaponry that we left when we, left Afghanistan are finding their way into this battlefield. Who would have thought that? Oh, well, yeah, probably me. I said it. That shit got moved. And it got put where it needed to be going. And a little... I don't even think they're going to give money to the border. Why? Well, why are they going to give border? They're going to shut the border down if it reaches a certain thing. Now, okay, so here's what it is. Their proposition for the border. After they give, after they triple our, our debt, our national debt by, providing this aid to shit, they're going to take a banking kind of a way about this. Okay, if you this became a visible thing during the days before 9/11. If you take out $900 every day, you will not have any flags going up on the banking industry. But if you take out $1,000 every day, you will go onto a watch list and they will probably freeze your assets and bring you in for questioning with Homeland Security and the FBI. If the border allows only 5,000 in, it'll be okay. But 5,001 comes through 2 days in a row, they'll shut down the border. Only shutting down the border, and only people can come in through the ports. It's not like they're still gonna, not let people still in. You just gotta change your point of entry. So, this is all being made public. You know what? I guarantee you, the cartels are watching the news. And if this bitch plan gets passed, which hopefully it freaking doesn't, all the cartels got to do Just slow the shit down. You know? Instead of, a big up-down roller coaster, they smooth the curve. A maximum of 5,000 people come through at one time. And we will go under the radar. 5,000 people, guys. 5,000 people. That's a lot of freaking people. That's still 2 million people a year. But I still gotta know where that $60 million going. And why is it so important that we send this money to them? Somebody is getting paid. Somebody is getting rich off this. The border, guys, I've already put a video in saying that the border is just smoke and mirrors. Abbott really knows how to play the Texas game, guys. He really knows how to play the conservative. He knows his audience. But you know what? He also knows that Americans and Texans are short-memoried. And as long as he's wearing his Texas boots, election year, he'll stay in office. I don't know, guys. I think we need to have a change of plans and get Abbott out of there. Get a real Texan in the governor's chair. Let's go, Brandon.